Good morning, friends. So I'm going to do a day in the life today because I've not done one in a while. Just things have been busy. I've just been getting caught up. Content-wise, I feel like most of my content has been like shopping because I've just been lazy and not wanting to carry a camera around with me. It's like I love filming, but I don't like setting up the camera. I wish there was some way I could just like automate my house. That's awful. I don't wish that. Tilly is about 7.5 months old at this point, and she has switched up her sleep schedule on me. She was waking up around 6:37, and I don't know why, but for whatever reason, when I go in the bathroom in the morning, I use the bathroom, brush my teeth, put my lotion on. I don't even usually put makeup on right away. I get dressed, and that's it. And that entire routine takes me like 30-40 minutes. I do not know why. It does. I try to shorten it. I know I sit there and play on my phone is what it is. That's what it is. But anyway, by the time I get down here, Paul's awake. But now Tilly is getting up at like 5:30. And I also know why, I'll say in a second. But now I get up, by the time I get down here, I have like an hour to myself before Paul is up, which is ideal. I ideally would like to get myself up 1.5 hours to 2 hours before the kids get up. I get to get this stuff done. I drink my coffee in peace. It's just, but it's been hard with a newborn. She's not a newborn anymore, but now getting back into that cycle. And ideally, I'd love to do yoga first thing in the morning. That would be amazing as well. Okay, at least that's in. I have to do everybody's sheets today. So do you guys have extra sets of sheets? Or do you have one set of sheet per bed and then change it? Like change it, wash it, put it right back on. I had done the one set of sheets for a very long time, and then Matt gave me crap about it when we had the baby. So I have 2 sets now, and it's just, I never use the other one. I pull it from the bed, wash it, put it right back on. So one set of sheets is getting fully used, the other is not. So I bought something for my birthday and I love it. I feel like I'm really late to this wagon. Let me show you what I got. So he's under here. Can you see it? I got a robot vacuum and I'm hiding it under Mo's bed. And so far Paul does not know it exists. And I run it every day at nap time. So before nap time, I come down here, we pick up all the toys. Paul doesn't know about it. And I go upstairs, and as I'm sitting with Tilly, I still sit with her and nap with her while she's nap with her. I sit there and hold her while she naps. I run the vacuum downstairs. It's amazing. Okay, so I'm brewing my second pot of coffee today. It is a couple days before Halloween, and I feel like the fall is when stuff really starts getting kind of busy. So this weekend, my sister's coming down. Yay! I love when we have our sisters come visit. We were supposed to have Matt's sister come down last week, but my nephew wasn't feeling too hot, so we missed their visit, but hopefully they'll come down soon. It was like bittersweet. It was bummed because I was so excited to see them, obviously, and I was like, oh my god, we can do all these cool things, like going to the pumpkin patch and whatnot. So it was bummed from that perspective, but we have been so busy. It was actually really nice to like just be home, not going anywhere, not doing anything. Paul has been doing soccer now, and his soccer practice is at 8:30 in the morning, which I guess really isn't that early, but my kids don't usually get up really early. So to try to wake Paul up, which Paul is not a scheduled kid, so waking him up, you never know what you're gonna get. And trying to get everybody, including Tilly, all bundled up into the soccer field by 8:30 is a little intense. I wish it was more like 10:30, 11, but it's been a little challenging, but he loves it sometimes, so it's worth it. But we only have one more weekend of that, thank God. I don't know what other activities I'm going to put him in. Soccer is really big in this area. I'll probably keep doing that until he tells me he doesn't want to do that. We have swimming as an option and possibly karate. It's just been really busy is where I was getting at that. But this weekend is Halloween. Paul still doesn't really know the concept of Halloween. We have a little party at his friend's house on Sunday. And then Monday is actually Halloween. And the only plans I have is the library has a specific Halloween story time. Kids get dressed up and go trick-or-treating at the library. So we're going to go do that. I don't know if we're going to walk around the neighborhood or not, to be honest. I guess we'll see how the weather is. But we're getting close to, ready for this, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving plans, we invited Matt's parents down, but I don't think they're coming. So we are going to be hosting for no family, I think. But actually one of our friends, they had mentioned that they were going to be alone this year and not with family. So I invited them up and I'm pretty sure that they're coming over. So that's cool. That's one of Paul's best friends. But it doesn't really matter because I make the same Thanksgiving meal size really for whoever's here. It's just one of those things like mashed potatoes. I cannot make a small mashed potatoes. I have to make a 5-pound bag of mashed potatoes. It's just like how my brain thinks, and then I just freeze it. But anyway, I want to start Thanksgiving planning, meal planning, because I make a lot of that stuff ahead of time, stuff like mashed potatoes, bread. I do all of that like weeks ahead, throw it in the freezer, and then I just reheat it the day of. So I need to start planning that soon. I think I actually have all the kids' Christmas presents, to be honest. There's a couple more things I want to buy, as insane that sounds. The only reason I have it is Amazon had like a pre-Prime Day in October. I think that's new. I don't remember that before, but I just got him a couple things. I'm really trying to tone Christmas down because I have no room for these toys. So thinking about that in my head, and also, but just shortening it to this week, Halloween, we have pumpkins. Supposedly we're going to carve them. We've gotten pumpkins the last 3 years and not carved them. I hate carving pumpkins, so I'm not doing it. Matt wants to do it. Speaking of, as my coffee's brewing, I have all the stuff here. I have like the lights. Matt got this kit on Amazon a couple years ago. I think he did use it once. So we have pumpkin carving to do. Every year since me and Matt met, we started doing, I don't even know why we started doing that, but we did sugar cookies, decorating sugar cookies for Halloween. So that's just now our family tradition that we do. So I need to bake those. I'll probably decorate them when my sister's here because I do not need to eat all those cookies. I always do chili on Halloween. I might do chili while my sister's here because that's just a great meal to heat up for a lot of people. But this morning, to keep it shorter, I fed my sourdough last night. Tilly's been really into the frozen waffles. So I have a little waffle iron that makes waffle sticks. It's not my favorite because it's hard to fill it without it overflowing. But I think I'm going to do that this morning. And then I need to make more laundry detergent. So I'm going to do that. And I'm actually doing a shorter video on how to do that. So if you want to know exactly how to make it, just look at the video before this. It'll show how I made the laundry detergent. But I need to do that today. I was half thinking of escaping and going to Target, but I don't think I'm going to end up doing that. Paul needs a new jacket. He's like tinkering between 3T and 4T, and he has like a fleecy fall jacket from last year, and it just doesn't really fit very well. So I wanted to get him a new jacket, and there was something else I wanted to get at Target, but part of me is thinking, this is the days before Halloween. If I wait till next week, they'll probably have Christmas up. So I don't, it's not life-threatening. I don't really need it. I could also just buy it online too. Okay, I think I said it looked kind of cool / creepy outside. It's like foggy. Isn't that cool? It's kind of like Halloween horror movie-ish-esque outside. This right here, Matt told me, is a hickory. Aren't those leaves so pretty? And then I can start pinpointing, like, there's a hickory tree. Hickory? I'm pretty sure it's hickory. There's like a couple back there, and they've got the most beautiful yellow leaves. Absolutely beautiful. I also planted what are these things? Pansies. I plant my pansies on my deck because the deer eat them if I put them anywhere else. And this needs to go away. My hummingbird feeders. I need to do that soon. You see those leaves? Aren't they pretty? So I finally took this for her maiden voyage. Just a shadow of my camera there. This is the Dash ones, I got this at Target. This one is a pumpkin. So one side is just a regular Eggo, and then, well, not Eggo, waffle. And then the other side is a really cute pumpkin. I think they have like cobwebs and a jack-o'-lantern. These are super cute. I feel like as they get older, they're gonna like them even more. And then this one is the baby cakes. I got this when Paul was little for baby-led weaning. It is quite wonderful to make these stick things. This is hard to get out one-handed. So I am done with those. The only thing is just cleaning this up. Did you... When I first did this one, I overfilled it and I made a heck of a mess, so now I have to clean that off. One thing I started doing with these is I don't even grease them anymore. You don't have to. I saw somebody else that did that and I stopped doing it. It makes slightly less of a mess. See if that, no, that one's not done. So I have these. I'm actually going to lay these out in a soap pad, throw them in the freezer because baby girl just likes them frozen. That's one I made another time. They're hard. She likes to gnaw on them. It keeps them entertained for quite a while. Paul, you did not want any waffles, did you? What are you eating for breakfast?
Cheese crackers.
Cheese crackers and what?
Where do you want cheese crackers?
So Paul wanted peanut butter and Cheez-Its. And I'm just like, okay, if that's what you want,
Yeah.
that's what you shall have. I'm trying to practice with the kids that food is food. So not, you know, breakfast food is, you know, only served at a certain time. Even dessert. I'm trying to figure that out as we go here, especially since Paul is like in his carbivore stage and that's really all he eats is just carbs. That's all he wants, all day carbs. And I offer him what I'm eating and whatever I make at dinner time, I give him the tiniest little bit. I got that logic from yummytoddlerfood.com. I love her blog. Amy does a lot of things about how parents feel just guilt over their kids not eating anything and how to kind of like navigate that as a parent. So that's what we're trying to do with Paul, but he does drink his smoothie and I put all sorts of stuff in his smoothie. So I'm gonna go ahead and make him a smoothie. He just had like a little bit left from yesterday and I pack it with all sorts of good stuff and proteins. I figure if at least he's getting that. Rounding up breakfast here. I shouldn't be eating this, but I needed room in my bag, so I'm having a frozen pancake. I already had eggs like 3 hours ago, so I'm gonna eat again and also just clean up the mess I have created thus far this morning. Breakfast is over. I am quickly just folding laundry. I technically should be feeding Tilly right now, but I threw her in her little skip-hop table so I could switch out the laundry and she seems quasi-content. So I'm hoping that I can quickly do laundry. I also did, it's so funny, as in trying to get my life together, things can feel very overwhelming. Like I have been, I think I've talked about it before, when I had Paul and I look back on videos with Paul being 7 months postpartum, which is what Tilly is right now, I had already lost all my baby weight and was a little bit less than my pre-pregnancy weight. Granted, I had horrible postpartum anxiety and I was, you know, eating and everything, but I lost a lot of weight really quickly. With Tilly, I have not really lost anything. I've tried, I obviously can't diet, not that I would, not really a dieting person anyway. So I've been looking into this low glycemic, it's just kind of clicking with me. So I've been doing that for like 2 or 3 weeks and I dropped a couple pounds in the beginning but then plateaued. It's kind of hard to keep up with. It's essentially low carb and I try to do a 12-hour fast at night. Whatever time I eat breakfast in the morning, the night before I don't eat. So like if I eat breakfast at 8 a.m., I don't eat anything after 8 p.m. the following evening, if that makes any sense. I don't know how much of this she's gonna let me fold. I'm just sorting right now. My new thing is I sort, then go back and fold everything. So I'm sorting everybody's clothes into piles here. But anyway, I'm trying to get back into working out is where I was going with this long, crazy story. With Paul, I also used to walk a lot, and I don't walk. I can give you tons of excuses why I don't walk, but no, I don't walk. I should walk, but I don't. I'd love to incorporate that back in it. It's just, I find it a little challenging with two to coordinate just getting everybody up, fed, diaper changed, nap times, and coordinating that with, like 45-minute walk is a lot harder now than it was when I just had Paul. So that seems to be my problem. But anyway, they're getting older. It should get a little easier to get outside. I can make all the excuses I want. But anyway, what I was saying, I'm getting so off topic. Yoga. I love doing yoga. I love to practice yoga daily if I can. I haven't done that since I got pregnant and had horrific morning sickness. So I'd love to get back into that. So I was talking about earlier how Tilly's waking up early, so this should be nice. Once I get everything together, I could then essentially wake up and do yoga. I'm behind on bills and stuff, so I'm trying to get caught up on all that stuff. So I can't do, a 35, 45-minute practice with the kids. Even Paul doesn't really let me do that. He's like, what are you doing? Play with me. He gets all in my face. I just did a 10-minute yoga thing. Paul was like kind of intrigued as to what I was doing at first, and then towards the end he was like, I want to watch my show. I was like, fine. So I did get that in. That makes me happy. Like I said, now I'm just trying to quick fold laundry while everything is still warm. That is like always my goal, is to fold the laundry while it's still warm so it doesn't get wrinkly, but that honestly rarely happens. So what I'd love to do for the rest of the day is feed Tilly. Ideally she'll take a 30-minute nap. I can use that time to shop Target on my app. Remember I was saying about going to Target? I don't think that's gonna happen. So I need to get him a jacket. And he also needs just one more pair of pants. I think I have 2 or 3 pairs of sweatpants that fit him. So I need just one more. So I'd love to do that while she's sleeping. Yesterday she didn't nap at all on me. So we'll see how that goes. Ideally, I'd love to get out and walk, and I think maybe I just need to have the same logic as the yoga. Instead of doing a long walk or a long practice, I just try to get out, period. So maybe we'll just pack everybody up. Paul is going in the stroller. That way I can just manage everybody, and we'll just go for a short walk. Get outside, let Mo do his business, get some fresh air, and then when we come in, it should be lunchtime. I did strip my sheets. I didn't put my spare sheets on, so the sheets are in the dryer right now, and as soon as they're dry, I need to go put those on my bed. Like I said, my sister's coming, so I stripped the guest room bed, so I need to do those. I have not done my laundry detergent, but I really do need to do that. So that will be next, I think. So let me plow through this laundry, and we'll see how much I get to stick to the schedule. Okay, so we made it outside. We went for our walk. The leaves are gorgeous. We're back inside now. I'm folding diapers. I'm a little behind because I have diapers from yesterday that I did not get to fold. Tilly's over here eating her lunch. I just gave her today. Yesterday I steamed some sweet potatoes and some pears, cut it with my little crinkle cutter into little sticks. I can't tell if she likes those or not. She did either eat them or break them into pieces. I gave her the Never Fail Cheerios, and I tried to give her some shredded cheese. I don't think she actually ate that. She's just playing with it. Right now she's just playing with her spoon. But I'm really just honestly feeding her to kill some time while I get all these diapers folded. It's 12:30. I'm actually not really hungry, so I'm having a protein shake for lunch. This is what I do sometimes. I have a protein shake during lunchtime, and then after I get up with her, because she sits there, I sit and hold her while she naps, not ideal, but it works. And then I'll have like a small salad or something. So this is funny. We're on our walk and I get a call from the eye doctor. And I'm glad I listened to it because I wasn't going to listen to the voicemail because I just assumed, I have eye doctor appointments tomorrow. I just assumed it was them calling to confirm. So I was like, let me just listen to what she said. And she said that she wanted me to give her a call because she ran the insurance and there's an issue. And I was like, oh God, did I not update the insurance or something? I don't even get glasses. Haven't needed glasses in a while. I get contact lenses, and with our insurance, you can only have one eye exam, I guess it is, a year. So it is Wednesday. My insurance 365 days will be Friday. I didn't look to see the day that it would be 365. I made an appointment based off of, I was on my last box of contacts. That's how like I know in the past, but I was like, oh my God, are you serious? So she said if I come tomorrow that we'd have to pay out of pocket. And I'm like, well, I'm not doing that. Eye doctor got moved. And I was like, and the funny part is I'm like, I don't care. I love canceling appointments. Cancel my appointments. I hate going places. But the first thing I thought of, I was like, dang it. Because I have on the meal plan, you can't see us over there, because our appointments were like 4 or 4:30 because Matt's going too, we were just going to get takeout. And I was like, man, now I have to meal plan for something tomorrow. But I called Matt at work to tell him that I just pushed it out a week just in case he was leaving early for something or had to schedule something and he's thinking that he's going to be in an appointment and he's not. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm really disappointed because I was excited for not making dinner. But he's like, well, let's get takeout anyway. So we're going to get some kind of takeout, probably nothing fancy, probably Chick-fil-A. That's what you usually end up getting. So there's that. I did not film my laundry detergent. I usually try to do filming in the morning for things like that because the light is better in here. You can see all these cabinets are so dark. If we ever move out of this house and build a house, I don't ever see myself stop filming. So I'm going to keep filming in mine, probably be very light. The lighting in here is very weird. The way they put the canister lights, there's like dark spots. No, it just doesn't film very well. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to film that today or if I'm going to film that tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. We'll have to see how light it is here when we wake up. The funny thing is it takes like, I don't know, 5 minutes to throw that together. So it's kind of funny that I haven't had the time to do that this morning. But anyway, I'm just almost done with these diapers here. I have just a little bit of my protein shake left and it's 1 o'clock. So our routine is usually Paul eats. So I'm surprised he hasn't eaten anything. I asked him if he wanted lunch and he said, no, mommy. I was like, okay. I still want to make the bed upstairs. So I think I'm going to try to entice him to want to go upstairs. So we eat lunch, we go upstairs, we go right into Paul's room and we read a couple stories and Tilly either loses her mind or behaves herself. We read about 2 books and then I go into my room. I still have the pack and play in there, that's where she sleeps. And I have my recliner in my bedroom, so I sit there in the recliner with her and let her sleep. I don't know how much longer I want to do that because I would love the free time. I envy the moms that can just leave their kid to take a nap. I don't really feel like chancing that today. The problem is going to be when I move her into her bedroom because her bedroom and Paul's bedroom are right next to each other. And Paul right now takes a nap maybe once a week. That's how much it is. He's 2 and 9 months-ish, so he's pushing 3. So it's about time for him to drop a nap. Some kids do. But if I try to put him in his room, say it's quiet time, and then go in Tilly's room, obviously I have to leave Mo down here at some point because he will just be too loud. And I just have this feeling Paul's going to open the door and be like, Mommy, like he's going to know I'm in there. Maybe he won't. I'm stressing too much about this. It's not even happened yet. This is what my mom brain does. I stress about things that haven't even happened yet. So I'm thinking in my mind, if I teach Tilly now to nap by herself like she does at night, then I can leave Paul. I do have a baby monitor in our living room so I can see Paul. I don't want to leave him down here for long periods of time. But I could say I'm bringing Tilly upstairs, feed her upstairs, put her down for her nap, and then come back downstairs in like 15, 20 minutes. Because I can put her to bed at nighttime as quick as 15 minutes. I did try this about 2 months ago. I tried to lay her down for a nap, and her eyes instantly shut up. And it's the same routine I do at night. I sit in my chair, I feed her, she falls asleep. Sometimes I wait a couple minutes, sometimes I wait more. And then I just lay her down in her bed, and she sometimes opens her eyes, but she closes her eyes right back up. So does anybody have any tips for me on how to do this? If you're new, I held Paul for his naps for a very, very long time in his room in the dark. I would listen to podcasts or whatever. And then I felt like he would get sweaty in my arms. So then I got the idea of laying down on his floor on like a yoga mat. I would nurse him laying down and just kind of let him roll off. And I stayed like that for a while. And then I would nurse him on the floor. When he rolled off, I would creep out of his room. And then when I was pregnant with Tilly, my morning sickness was so bad that it just got to the point where I was like, okay, I can't lay here with you anymore. And I just put him in his room and was like, I'll come back for you later. And he just adjusted. I remember being shocked by that, but I had no other choice. Like I physically could not lay down there because I was getting sick like hourly. This is rambling. I don't know where I'm going with this, but all right. I need to do my bedroom sheets, read some stories, have a nap time, and then see where it goes from there. So I just thought of something. I do have blackout curtains, but I also have these. These are, I swear by these for traveling. They suction cup to your window and they're insanely black. They're blackout shades that I travel with. I'm gonna put them on my windows in hopes that it makes it darker in here, and we're gonna see if I can lay Tilly down for a nap by herself. That would be my ultimate goal, so that I could have some time to myself. So I'm hooking these up. Okay, awesome, that worked. That's pretty dark in here. Okay, so now that it looks like nighttime, let me make this bed really bust. Okay, so I'm gonna call that done. I didn't do the pillowcases because Tilly's getting really upset. So I'll do those some other time. So now all I have to do is convince Paul to come upstairs. Are those the monster trucks you want? Okay. Come on, let's go upstairs. The Dolly Parton book club also came, so we're gonna read this for bedtime. Okay, you wanna hug it? All right, go to the stairs, I'll pick you up. So I cannot believe that they are both still sleeping. Tilly has been sleeping now for 90 minutes. I was able to sneak out, so this is like amazing. I got so much stuff done. I got caught up in my inbox of just like personal finance, get bills paid, like ledgers updated and all that good stuff. I'm fully expecting them both to wake up at any minute, so the little vacuum is done. I'm gonna clean him out. I'm just gonna make some hard-boiled eggs, get dinner ready, just chillax. I think I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. I should sit out on the deck. Maybe I'll do that for a minute. But I'm just gonna chillax while they're sleeping. So maybe this is a new thing and I can try this every day. We shall see. I'm excited. But I just did our nighttime routine. I put her down like it was nighttime and it worked. Why have I been holding her this whole time? So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up so I know. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.